What happens now? We can set the time again. Oh, shield theories. He will not, but it is confirmed. Okay. What's confirmed? You have cancer. What's confirmed? Confirmation, yes. You're getting a PC next month. Oh, nice. Nice. And that I've got a joke. What kind of PC? What components? Let's be honest here. It is not AM. It is the other one. It is 5:58. There you go. Confirm. Please give me another. 5:58 p.m. Your favorite time of day. Yes. Yes, that is my favorite time of the day. The specs go crazy for the price. For 550? Bruh. Okay, tell me this. I am curious. Tell me the specs. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time? Again, it's the correct time, game. It is the correct. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. It is actually the correct thingy. i5 10. Okay, I have no idea. I have no idea about components. Well, graphics card. You can give me the graphics card and the RAM size and the storage. Everything above that is beyond my pay grade. RTX 3060 for 550, but that's not a lot of money. I'm now curious how accurate 558 is. Let's use another slide to find out. How accurate is... Well, it's positively accurate. It's this time. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of this clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. Yes, perfectly, correctly, straight. 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's good, that's good. You have an extra 16? What do you mean extra 16? So 32? Or just you have 16 and another 16 somewhere stashed away, inaccessible? Is it a PC part picker? Is that the game on Steam? Or... Oh, if you're not referring to that, then I don't know what you're talking about. 1 terabyte SSD, 250 gigabytes of HDD, also an extra terabyte. 1 terabyte SSD, is that an NVMe drive or a SATA drive? Because the 1 terabyte NVMe, that's like $100 easily. And 16, you can yoink from it up. Oh, is that so? Isn't RAM for laptops different? Don't laptops use different RAM? It might use different RAM. It shows the best price and products in one list. Oh, I see. For PC building. Oh, that's neat. I could not tell you. It's good to collect data. Yes. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Yes, whip it out. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Does it still give me the Stanley Parable 2? Yes. Heck yeah. This is nice. Oh, also, I've noticed that this game is way too loud. It should be like down here. This should be better for you. Is it too loud or quiet? Is it too quiet or too loud? It must be either of those. Hell yeah, the Stanley Parable 2! I'm eating so much I might lose my abs. You have abs? I need pictures. Pictures of abs. Give me pictures of Spider-Man. Good audio, good audio. I've decreased the volume by 10 points. 10 decibels. So yeah. Alright, begin the game. Again. I want to get the new endings.
This is the story of a man named...
Yeah, we know about it. We know about Stanley. Oh! quit the game and then start it again. I got an achievement.
All his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I
No
must...
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
He couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. I must find the computer that has the purple bar on it. Which I believe... should be... in the boss's office. Yeah, that's where it is. It should be there.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him.
What?
Begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Bucket? But where?
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Nice. Nice. No, not gonna get 20 FPS on BeamNG. Heck yeah, let's go.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yes. Let's go, Bucket. Mr. Bucket. Anything new in here? Still.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Oh, I want to go in here again.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
What?
You can feel that, can't you?
Yeah.
Aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Hand over the bucket! I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
We are in love.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
I
That
love
your
this
life
bucket.
is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never.
Well, I
Go on,
never.
Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I love this bucket. This bucket is my life. The bucket and I are married. The gym has humbled you.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet.
Oh.
With all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Fucking broom closets. We hate broom closets. They should go back to where they came from.
I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Oh.
See? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
I like it.
Oh. What's a
You know
rep?
what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I will remain in here. In this silly broom closet. The leg cramps. Oh, leg day. I don't work out in the sense that I use a machine to train muscles specifically. I go outside for, an hour per day, just speed walking through the woods, up and down the mountains. Maybe not mountains, more like hills. But they are pretty steep. They are pretty steep, and I'm pretty fast. You know, a normal person would probably need like an hour, and I can walk that trip in 45 minutes. Oh, I walk fast. No killer will ever fetch me. Yes, I said fetch, like I'm some cleaning product from a broom closet. Okay, okay. I'll exit.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Stanley and the bucket. Yes. Can I clean the toilet with my toilet bucket? Can I... Oh! I can't have it.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yes. Wait, I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. That's different. It's a different poem. It's a different poem. Poem. Is anything else different? Is the soap different? The soap is the same. That's nice. I like this.
I like it.
We found a collectible, boys and girls. Can I press on this now? I cannot. Ooh. I can't get in here. It's locked. I'm gonna yoink the poem. Hurrah!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire in the soothing presence of the bucket.
There's a camera.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh!
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Bloop!
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yeah, screw the narrator. It's the bucket. The bucket is doing everything for us. You're getting a PC. Ooh, what's a 6800? What's that? i5. What's a 6800? 32 of G. Oh, DDR5 RAM. Ooh, I only have DDR4. The slow stuff. Oh, AMD. Okay, I see. Bloop.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
But I can actually go back. Should I go back? That would be silly. That would be very silly. Silly Billy.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to do it with the bucket. I just want to get the normal ending with the bucket. That could be funny. That could be fun. Revelations with the bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
It was above the budget.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
How much would
Stanley
it
and
have
Bucket
cost?
both wondered to themselves.
With a 460, that's 150 more. Really? A 4070 for only 700 bucks. That's a pretty darn good deal. Like, my computer has a 3070. Granted, I did buy this in 2021. So this computer is only 3 years old. It cost 1,600 and whatever bucks.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
Aww,
Stanley
soothing bucket. Let's soothe the bucket.
it that everything would be fine.
There, bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Oh, let's go, bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in
Is that better, Jack? Is that better? 11,400? Is that better?
No one except for the bucket.
You're safe with me, Mr. Bucket.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Well, the bucket says, fuck it! Let's kill the mind control computer! I want to get the bucket ending. Bucket ending, bucket ending.
To the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay, turn it off. Turn it off. The bucket says fuck it.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it.
Yes.
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Wait.
What? Wait.
It's
What
stuck.
was happening?
The door's stuck.
Why
What?
had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be free?
Excuse me?
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Not the bucket.
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Am I just strapped in here forever? Oh no, it's done. Okay. Do I get my bucket back? I need my bucket. I want my bucket back, bucket back. I want my bucket back, bucket back. What is that? Meeting today? There's a meeting today in the meeting room. Figurine Finders Committee meeting today. Ah, I see, in the meeting room. Wait. The bucket. Can I have it back? I want my bucket back, bucket back.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Has there always not been a computer here? I feel like there must have been a computer here, right? Har? Har. Well, that made a different noise this time. Oh, the bucket is gone. Also, pay attention, that's 3 mugs. I believe there were more in it last time. 3 mugs. What does that say? I like, what? I just hot my boss. By the way, yes, by the way, yes. Bucket!
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Oh, I have to do it again. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, I can't. Hello? Ah, there you go. Could go for 26. Nah, go for the 3070. Can I press it again? Okay, so this time it's here. I guess next time it's gonna be there, and then the time after that, it'll be in the boss's office. This looks new. Oh, the new content, it is gone. Yeah, definitely go with the 3060.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, I don't wanna. Actually, I do wanna. But this time we're going... Hallelujah! Trust the completionist instinct. Oh, there will be a reward for finding them all. Oh, warehouse access plan. Produce 1 plank to allow INZ of access past fence. Construct bridge. We need more planks. R. B. That's an R. That's not an A. That's an R. Okay, this says... That's a fireplace. Yeah, that's the fireplace. Shh. I guess through the fireplace? Oh, no, wait, this probably just tells me where they are. Doesn't it? This probably just tells me where they are. Does that say there's a vent? So that's the fireplace, and right next to it, there's something. And then this is the toilet. Yeah, we got the one on the toilet. So we go downstairs, and then... Blinky Blinky. And through there, and then I guess somewhere there will be a pickable, uppable. We need more planks. And this one says... 1, 2, 3. And take the door on the right. Oh, the plot thickens. Inside of a sequel exit. This is where they are. Yeah, this is the ones that I have. A large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs. Yeah, let's go downstairs this time. Somewhere both red and blue. Red, blue. And then, I see. Okay. Remember this, folks. Remember this. There will be a reward. Lies. There will be cake. What we know, flow smalting. Small floating objects have appeared across somewhere. Yes, agenda, that's the toilet one. We got the toilet one. This is beautiful. What does this say? I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambience or local audio sources using whatever that says. Yes. Good luck. Thank you. So I guess we're going downstairs. Maybe it's in here.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
I'm gonna wait 1 more minute. That's a minute. It's the 26th of next month. Aww.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We're going to go downstairs. I can hear magic. I can hear magic. Ah!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Ooh la la. Stanlerine. I watched the Boundary Break episode on the also Deluxe Edition, and they said that this note is from Gone Home, the indie game. I mean, I can't read it, but apparently that note is from that game. Okay, now let's go through here. Oh, it's very quiet. Okay, that's number 2. How do we get to the red door? Get to that by walking through the right door. Yeah, okay.
But
Can't
Stanley
get
just
to there
couldn't
from
do
here.
it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy?
Am I crazy, Mr.
The
Bucket?
bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket.
What?
It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
Uh-oh.
How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
My bucket!
Indeed. Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Oh, very odd indeed.
Himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
I need my bucket
Far
back.
off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket. Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were
Give it
his
back.
special bucket.
Give me my bucket back. I want my bucket back, bucket back, bucket back. I want my bucket back, bucket back, bucket back. I want my bucket back, bucket back,
He had to return to
bucket
his
back.
old friend. It was the
Bucket.
only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh, like an alien?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh god. The bucket is about to burst out of our chests like an alien.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Ooh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined.
Seems
and
logical,
free will
seems
is an
logical.
illusion, and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Aww. Well, this just what this just tells us, folks. Always have your bucket with ya. Always take it with ya. Buckets are important. Okay, the
All of his
computer.
co-workers- What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I need my bucket back. It's not there. It's in the other room. Oh, Figurine Finders Committee in the meeting room. Yes. I remember.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Does anybody remember where number 3 was? I think number 3 was that way, but I don't think it's active this time around.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
I like this bucket. It's my only friend in this world, so fuck it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Imagine one day he just says, and Stanley entered the door on his right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oh yeah, this is the bee's
Had
knees.
the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
What if I just wait in here with the bucket in my hand? I must investigate. Number 1, Dad.
Surely, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
It is.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
S-Cat? What's S-Cat? Don't we wait in here?
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Do I wait any longer? Well, fuel. A cat. Oh, yeah.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
You know what I meant? Oh, actually, I didn't. I was like, cat? Like, K8, what's a cat? Is that a special thing? An S-Cat? Is that a special thing? Is that a computer part? Does cat stand for anything? No, it's a cat. Okay. Yeah, I do have a cat. Kind of. My grandma has a cat. And I go visit it every day. Cats are great. Cats are awesome. Cats are nice. Except when they fart.
Finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
All right. The doors are this way. Yeah, this way.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Yes, cats fart. My cat farts. Why can't I walk up here? Oh, planks? More planks? Yes. An event? Guys, Among Us. Among Us. Is this gonna fall? Nah, video game logic, come on. It's not gonna fall. Yes.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
I like
What do you think,
Figloos.
Stanley?
Figloos.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
I want
Let me see.
Figlies,
I'm
please.
sure it will come to me.
I want a little Figly. Can I actually fall down here and die? It looks like I can. Should I? I mean, it kind of looks like I can go that way. Right? Ooh, can I drop down here safely? I don't think I can. Land on the boxes. They might be full of shards and grenades. You're so scared of everything? Yeah, so is mine. Mine doesn't go outside. I mean, my grandma's can't. Let's go through the vent. Oh. Oh, where is us? Where is us now? Where are we? Is this a bonus content area? I might now. Okay. YOLO. Oh, tapes. What does it say? Well, the narrator dialogue. These are some nice tapes. What is that? Lost cat. Aw, Jean. We're looking for Jean. Jean the kitty cat. Has anybody seen Gene the kitty cat? He wears blue pants because his name is Gene. Press it. Oh.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
What in the name of Christ? Oh. Yeah, Cambarata.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What was that? What was that all about? It's not that one.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Okay, where's number 3? I can't find number 3. I was kind of sure that it was over here. Oh, be prepared, you might have a... Why? Jack Anderson.
Stanley
Not
clung the
dying.
bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Not dying aloud. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, I have to. Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Heck yeah. Now let's go to the red and blue door.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
It is this way though, right? Yeah, I think it is.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the... Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have
Oh.
alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No. I didn't. I jumped down. Can I walk on this? Can I break the narrator by not touching the actual catwalk? Can I just walk on the what is this thing? What do you call this? It's not a banister. A fence? It's not a fence. I don't want to touch it. Can I break the narrator by just not touching the catwalk? I must investigate. Oh yes. Danger everywhere. He's not talking to me anymore. Uh-oh. Did I break the game?
No, stop.
Okay.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
No, let's leave.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
It's my
Please,
bucket.
Step in here for a moment.
No, I don't wanna. I guess I can choose not to pick up the bucket, but why would I do such a silly thing? Is this a bucket? What is this?
Now then,
A bucket.
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
This is not a bucket.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
This is also not a bucket.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
This is a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Am I just amazing at this, or is it just always correct? Why, that's...
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes. Ah!
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Oh.
Is this a bucket?
Yes. Haha!
This is a bucket.
I'm happy. This is my happy place. This game makes me happy.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Huh?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
This is a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something.
A bucket is
And
everything.
therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Nothing is a bucket, but if nothing is a bucket, then everything is not a bucket. And when everything is not a bucket, then that simply means that nothing could ever be a bucket. But then we have to ask the question, what is a bucket? If nothing is a bucket, then what is a bucket? Is a bucket a cylinder with a top missing? Is that what a bucket is? But if that's what a bucket is, then why is nothing a bucket? Can nothing be a bucket? Can a bucket be nothing? Can no bucket be everything? If no bucket is everything, then by all means this means that a bucket is something. However, if a bucket is something, how could it be nothing? There's currently nothing in this bucket that I'm holding. But simply by the fact that I am holding a bucket, it means that a bucket is something. So clearly by the logic of thermodynamics, one can conclude that a bucket is something and nothing at the same time. Therefore, if something is both something and nothing, it has to be in the middle. It has to be in the middle. However, the existence of two things existing in the same place means that there's one thing that is true, which is reality. So buckets are the reality, the future, the present, and the past. In that sense, buckets are, in fact, real.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
You are a bucket of knowledge.
Myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay, here we go.
No, you are a bucket. You can't erase yourself. You are a bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait.
Because everything is a bucket. Yes, everything is a bucket.
The game was a bucket.
You heard me.
My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Yes.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Okay, bucket time. Let's not pick up the bucket this time. We need to walk through none of the doors, actually.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whoop. I have to activate the terminal, but I don't know where the third one is. Surname access. Arrgh. Arrgh. Okay, let's walk through the right door.
To a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It is this way though, right?
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It is this way, I believe.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, actually, I didn't even get the
Stanley, I think
death
perhaps we've
ending.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Give it to me.
That I'm on your side. Give me a chance. You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Nice.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
Nice. 5 6. 5 out of 6. Now
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Like, honestly, this time, blue door. I want to play Minecraft again.
You misunderstood.
Minecraft.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Minecraft.
I don't think we're communicating properly.
Minecraft.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Minecraft.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What if you don't enter this door?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
This time, I'm picking number 5. However, I suspect that he will say something along the lines of, "Oh, you're picking number 5? Like, this is a binary choice, like either number 1 or number 5, and give me some real critical stuff, so I should technically press number 4. I'm going to press number 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Let's burn some babies. Ah, there it is. This did not spawn in last time. It did not spawn in last time because I played on the Epic Game version, the Epic Game version. It's offline. 0.2 seconds of what? Doors opened, doors attempted. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. Oh boy. I mean, 7 hours. This isn't true, by the way. Friends, I'm the worst. I'm the worst of the worst. Harr. Let's walk through here again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yes, I loved it.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Heck yeah, let's burn some babies.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Die. Die.
Heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Babies, I hate
If it's
babies.
the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Yes,
Just
Minecraft,
ease
please.
the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Minecraft. I want to see it again. I want to see some...
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
It's Firewatch! Well, I've never played Firewatch before, but What does that say? What does it say? What does it say? It says, who fire watches the fire watch? Yes, yes. Who fire the watches watch? Can I type? Oh, heck yeah. I've never drawn this in real life. Whoopsies. Unlike in here, where I have drawn it. Cookbook. United States Department of Agriculture. Oh, can you imagine just living in a fire watch tower? Having the greatest of views all the time? This would be nice. This would be so cool. Then again, it would be very loud. What with all the wind and such. Hee hee hee. I don't want to leave. What's his name? The main character of Firewatch. It's not Stanley, it's like Hingle Dingle Bingle. Yeah, that's the name. Oh, can I find Bernie? The paper cutout person? Bernie? Only you can prevent fire forests. Forest fires. Bernie. I want to find a Bernie. This is so nice.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What? What is it? Is the game too beautiful for you, narrator man?
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
No, no, no.
Thank goodness, Stanley, what a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Okay, what's next? Portal. Oh, Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Oh,
So, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
my God. This arena is actually huge when you
Okay,
play it
so
in
what
first
exactly
person.
do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Sports
Stanley,
ball?
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Stop playing Rocket League! Mr. Courier, how you doing?
Have fun.
Yes, please. I am Stanley the race car. Yes. Can I jump? Can I boost? Can I boost as Stanley the race car? Boop. Oh, yes. This is phenomenal. Please explode. Oh, it didn't make the
Are you
exploding
doing
noise.
it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Yes.
I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
This is great.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Give me your balls. Oh, that's a lot of balls. These are some nice balls. Balls are great. I like balls.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Yes.
Having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having
I
a
killed
good-
myself. Now, bye.
What are you doing?
Oh, wait. Did that actually? Uh-oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, I didn't think this would happen. Whoa, ruh-roh. I did an oopsie. Oopsie. By the way, I now know what this place is. This place is from the original Half-Life 2 mod, because the Stanley Parable used to be a mod for Half-Life 2 or 1, 2, no idea. This is it. This is that office from that game. This is the original Stanley Parable. Isn't that nice? And you can actually find Stanley's original office as well. Can I walk through here? I cannot. .427, that's the number, right? Office number 427. Ah, see, left door, right door, yeah. Actually, let's go through here. So what, the original meeting room is here as well? Ah, okay, can't enter it. Can't enter it. Wait, there isn't like a collectible in here, is there? I hope not. I'm not hearing any. Okay, this is the way to Stanley's office. Oh, yes. There it is, 427, let's go. Yeah, this is the original Half-Life mod place. Like, Stanley would stand here and punch numbers in his keyboard, and this is where the instructions would come in. In. Let's go back. Am I trapped in here forever now? Where?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Very soon.
I can wait.
Okay, I can't remember where the 6th Stanley figurine Lanley thingy was. I don't think it was down here. Now, I believe this marks the end of this VOD, of this Stanley episode.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So, shut up! The sequel is now paused. So thank you so much for watching. I am ending the VOD. Yes, executive decision. VOD is ending. Goodbye, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye!